This is a wonderful book about friendship, about hibernation, and about the season we're currently in as I record this book, winter. It's titled Before We Sleep, and it's written by Giorgio Volpe and illustrated by Paolo Proietti. Before We Sleep. As the season turned, the forest was dressed in new colors of rich amber, burned orange, and chestnut brown. Little Red the Fox was happy because now it would be much easier to hide. A fox would be hard to spy among the dried brown leaves, burgundy bushes, and coppery grasses. Only in the open meadow would Hazel the Dormouse be able to catch sight of Little Red. Little Red and Hazel spent hours and hours playing hide and seek together. The two friends loved jumping and rolling in the crisp, dried leaves. They loved the rustling sound. "The leaves are laughing with us," said Hazel joyfully. During these moments of happiness, the cold air hinted of the coming winter. Little Red felt a tinge of sadness. For Red, the smell of winter meant one thing: loneliness. Soon, Little Red's very best friend in the world would settle down in a warm burrow to hibernate. "Hazel, perhaps this season you will sleep less," said Little Red, hopefully, and trying to sound cheerful. "Little Red, I am no fox. I am a dormouse. I'd like to stay awake and keep you company, but you know, in the end, I must always sleep." So Little Red started to think of ways to keep Hazel from falling asleep. "What if I could make the sun stay high? Then winter would not be so cold." "What if I could ask the forest to hold its fruit, and then there would be food all winter long?" "What if I tickled Hazel to stay awake? Then we could play and play." The Dormouse started to yawn. "Oh, Hazel, I want us to stay together forever," pleaded the friend. "Little Red, I promise, when the winter gives way to spring, I will be here for you, and we will play again." "I know, Hazel, but before you sleep, may I tell you a story?" "Oh, why, yes, as long as it is short," replied Hazel, sleepily, with head nodding and eyes closing. So Little Red curled up on the forest floor, and Hazel nestled into the soft, warm tail to listen. But before a word of the story was spoken, the two friends had fallen fast asleep together. Oh, before we sleep. That is such a sweet story of friendship. You know, generally speaking, a fox will hunt through the winter and not hibernate. So I'm glad that Little Red took a minute to just rest with Hazel before she went into her hibernation. I can hardly wait to see if there will be a story about the two of them finding one another again in the spring and playing together. I hope you enjoyed that story as much as I did. I hope you're snuggling in with a good book this winter, and until we read again, adios amigos. Goodbye.